Hey guys, it's Kendra May and welcome back to my channel. If you haven't been here, hello, my name is Kendra and it's so nice to meet you. I hope you stick around. Today's video is going to be a storytime video, but I'm going to warn you right now, there is a content warning for vomit because, yeah, I happened to get sick in this story. So, if that doesn't bother you, watch away, and if it does, I'm sorry. I'll return with another video sometime soon that does not include vomit. So, with that said, I'm just gonna hop right into the story. Okay, so last summer I went to Warped Tour with a couple friends of mine. We drove into Kansas City and we got a hotel. The concerts were really great. I had a good time. My friends had a good time. I went to Sleeping with Sirens and I got 2 rows from the front pretty much, so that was really exciting. It was so hot because it was the middle of summer at this point, and we all had our water bottles with us. We knew that it was going to be warm. We knew that we would need to drink plenty of water so that we didn't get sick. Well, that didn't work so well for me anyway because I ended up getting heat stroke. Everything was fine until partway through the concert when I was getting really, really overheated and I drank water, I sat down, I still felt lightheaded. But, I mean, we stayed for the day. We were going to stay for the day, so I couldn't just go. So when that happened, a couple of my friends went to go meet a band member, and I sat back because I didn't buy any merchandise, so I didn't get to see this person. But I sat there trying to find some shade. I found some shade, I drank some water, but it wasn't enough because, like I said, I got sick. I was lightheaded, I was feeling dizzy, I was feeling thirsty, but, and the water that they had refill stations, but they weren't cold water really because they'd been used so much, and they closed at a certain time. So if you didn't get to the water before then, you were kind of pretty much screwed. I'd filled my bottle up several times during the day. I drank so much water, more water than I've ever drank in my whole life, I think. And after the concert, we went back to the hotel. My friends were hungry because they hadn't really eaten much all day, but I wasn't feeling well, so I decided to just stay at the hotel and sleep. The next day, we leave for home, and everything was going fine. I did feel a little sick, but we stopped to go get gas, and I was just not feeling well at all, and I looked at my friend and I was like, I feel like I'm gonna throw up. And she was like, oh my gosh, like, I'll stay here until we get things sorted. And so I went into the gas station and I went to try and see, like, if I would feel better in the air conditioning because we'd turned off the car. Well, we start looking around for food because, like, I'd said that my stomach hurt, so we were going to get, like, a banana or something to eat, or maybe some Sprite to drink. Well, we did that, and I still felt like I was going to be sick, and I was like, I turned to my friend Kylie and I said, I am actually going to throw up right now. So I, like, run to the bathroom, and there were no stalls open except for the handicap stall, and I don't really like using them unless I have to, unless it's a complete emergency, but I was going to burst right then and there. So I went into the stall and I just puked excessively, and Kylie had to hold my hair back. And that was the first time that I threw up. And then the second time, we were on the middle of the highway. We were on the highway, and there was nothing we could really do. So since Kylie knew that I had been sick beforehand, she had this kind of sixth sense. She wanted to look back and make sure I was okay. Well, at that point, I had woken up from a nap, and I'd been sick again, and I didn't know what to do because my friend's car that we took, that was her mom's brand new car. And so I couldn't just throw up all over it, but I couldn't swallow it either. So I lifted out my hands and I just held hands full of vomit. And Kylie told our other friend that she needed to pull over. I'd ended up with puke all over my shirt, all over my blanket. Luckily, none on the car, so I'm thankful for that. But, so I had to stop. We had to pull off onto the shoulder of the road, and we turned on our hazards and everything. I sat there, emptied my hands, and I just laughed because I was trying to not cry, because if something stressful happens, I'm just like, if I feel like I'm inconveniencing somebody, I will probably cry because I'm that kind of person. My friend was like, you're actually taking this pretty well, and for having thrown up a couple times, you actually look pretty fine. And so I had to take off my shirt on the side of the road. I had an undershirt on, so it wasn't a huge issue, but I had nothing to change into. Well, our other friend, she happened to have a shirt. She happened to have an extra shirt, so she loaned me that while we were on our way home. And that was the second time, but the third time, I was like, they were like, you need to tell us if you feel like you're going to be sick. We're going to stop at Walmart. We're going to get some towels. We're going to get a bin for you to puke in just in case. Because they did not want to have any more of me getting sick. And so it turns out, like, we turned into the Walmart parking lot, and I felt fine. We were looking at towels. I felt fine. And then we were getting ready to maybe go check out, and we were looking for our other friend. And all of a sudden, I just felt like I was going to be sick again, and I turned to Kylie and I was like, where's the bathroom? Because we were in an unfamiliar place. We had to go find the bathroom. I walk in there, and I duck into one of the stalls, and I barf excessively, and then I felt so bad for this Walmart custodian because they just knew. There was no one else in the bathroom, but, yeah, there was a custodian on the outside, and they just looked at me like, you did this. I felt so bad, but on the way home, like the rest of the way home, we made it just fine. I didn't get sick anymore. But I felt so bad for the Walmart custodian and for the people involved in the trip because I didn't know that I was going to get that sick. But that's pretty much it. If you have any weird vomit stories, tell me in the comments below. I'd love to hear from you guys. Thank you so much for watching. Have a lovely day. I love you guys so much. Stay positive, stay smiley, and I'll see you next time. Bye.